You can feel it in the air. The energy, the fire, the edge, and the fight. I'm telling you, something big is brewing down in Flowery Branch, and Falcons fans, you better buckle up. Because if what we're seeing in camp is any sign of what's to come, this Falcons defense may be ready to make some real noise this season. Today, we're talking about two names that are lighting up training camp, James Pearce Jr. and Ruke Orhorhoro. Wow. Aurora. Okay, I'm done. Rook. These two young defensive linemen are out here turning heads, bringing the heat, and changing the tone of this Falcons team. And if they keep it up, let me tell you a secret. Sunday afternoons in Atlanta are going to look a whole lot different. So let's break it down right now. Now we have to start with James Pearce Jr. Now we all know the story. The Falcons traded a future first-round pick to move up to draft this guy at 26, but we're starting to see why. Pearce has honestly been everywhere in camp. Disruptive, explosive, relentless. He's not just getting reps on defense, but on special teams as well. This is kind of showing how bad this coaching staff wants to get him on the field. At one point in camp practice Sunday, he batted down a Kirk Cousins pass, earning some love from the vet QB, and that's the type of plays that are starting to get noticed by James Pearce. But it wasn't just the plays. He was also in the middle of not one, not two, but maybe 3 practice fights. Yes, you heard that right. He got into it with Matthew Bergeron. Then on the very next play, Caleb McGarry, and he was basically screaming at him, and then they were taking the helmet off. It got intense. It really did. And you know what? Defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich didn't shy away from it. He said Pearce is prideful, and he's out there trying to prove himself every snap. Now, sure, the anger got the best of him, but Ulbrich said it's going to be a great learning experience. And honestly, this is the fire that Atlanta has been missing off the edge. This defense has needed a guy with that energy, that intensity, someone who brings a little bit of chaos. And if Pearce can harness this emotion and stay focused, watch out. He's going to be a problem for offensive lines all year. I will also say this. Our defense has been too nice in the past. Last year, we were too nice. I'm glad we got some fire in us. This is what we need moving forward, and I hope that this energy can rub off on the entire defense, not only in camp, but in the future this season. Now, let's talk about another camp riser, Rook. I'm not going to say his last name. Now, he's a second-year guy out of Clemson. We already know this. And let me tell you, he might be making that 2-year leap. Rook has been wrecking the backfield at practice, racking up sacks, and getting in the mix during scruffles. He even said himself, I probably didn't shut up at all at practice. This man is talking, chirping, and bringing the energy. And the coaching staff is loving it. Head coach Raheem Morris and DC Jeff Ulbrich said this basically about Rook. They said the sky's the limit for this guy. He's long, athletic, and he has that motor that just can't quit. And more importantly, he's got an opportunity to prove himself, especially now that Grady Jarrett is gone. So Atlanta's defensive line was in the bottom 5 in nearly every category last season. Pressure rate, EPA per play, third down stops, you name it, they struggled. That's why the Falcons traded up for Rook. That's why they needed him to take a step up. And so far, what we've seen in practice, he's more than ready. He said it best. We want that game day mindset every day in practice so it becomes natural on Sundays. That's the kind of mentality you want from your defensive front. So here's the deal. We've got James Pearce Jr., a rookie with a chip on his shoulder and apparently fire in his belly. And we've got Ruke Orhorhoro, a second-year monster ready to explode. These two guys are bringing a new identity to the Falcons defense. Tough, aggressive, violent, and it's just the beginning. There is something big definitely brewing in Atlanta. And I'm telling you, with these two guys humming off the edge and humming up the middle, disrupting, making aggressive, violent plays, this Atlanta defense and their defensive line have just shifted overnight. But let me know down in the comments, who are you most excited to see on the defensive line this season? And if you're fired up about this new look defense, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're just getting started. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.